Quality decay. If you walk into a brand new house today, everything looks perfect. Shiny faucets, modern bathrooms, spotless pipes, and clean, bright fixtures. At first glance, it all looks high quality, but ask almost any plumber who actually works inside these houses, and you'll hear the same thing again and again. Most new plumbing systems are built as cheaply as possible. Cheap valves, cheap fixtures, cheap connectors, and components that often start failing just a few years after installation. In fact, many plumbers have a nickname for this type of hardware. They call it builder grade. And while the name sounds harmless, it hides a massive problem in the modern construction industry. Because builder-grade plumbing isn't designed to last decades. It's designed to be just good enough to pass inspection. The hidden reality of new homes. Over the past few decades, homes have become larger, more modern, and more expensive. But strangely, many of the systems inside them have become less durable. Plumbing is one of the clearest examples. In older homes, you'll often find plumbing systems that have been running for 40, 50, even 70 years. Copper pipes, heavy brass valves, solid metal fixtures. Many of these systems were built with durability in mind. Plumbers expected them to last for decades. But modern homes are built under very different pressures. Builders are trying to reduce costs wherever possible. And plumbing, which is hidden inside walls and under floors, is one of the easiest places to cut corners, because buyers rarely see it. The builder grade system. The term builder grade doesn't refer to a specific brand. It refers to a category of products designed specifically for large housing developments. These products are built to meet three main goals. They must be cheap. They must be fast to install, and they must pass building inspections. That's it. Long-term durability is often a secondary concern. In fact, many builder-grade fixtures are designed with the expectation that they may be replaced within a few years. For example, builder-grade faucets often contain plastic internal components instead of brass. The outside looks shiny and solid. But inside, the mechanisms are far less durable. The same is true for many shower valves and connectors. What looks like a premium fixture from the outside may contain parts that wear out much faster. Plastic everywhere. One of the biggest changes in modern plumbing is the massive increase in plastic components. Plastic pipes like PEX have become extremely common. To be clear, PEX itself is not necessarily a bad material. It can be durable and flexible. But the way it's used in builder-grade systems often introduces weaknesses. Many connections rely on plastic fittings, plastic valves, plastic shutoff components. And these parts are much more vulnerable to cracking, heat damage, and wear over time. In older plumbing systems, critical components were often made from brass or copper, materials that can survive decades of pressure, heat, and mineral buildup. Plastic simply doesn't have the same long-term durability. Speed over craftsmanship. Another major reason modern plumbing feels cheaper is the speed at which houses are built today. Large housing developments often construct homes extremely quickly. Entire neighborhoods can appear in a matter of months. Plumbers working on these projects are often under intense pressure to complete installations as fast as possible. Instead of carefully planned pipe routes and durable connections, the goal becomes simple. Install the system quickly. Make sure it passes inspection. Move on to the next house. This environment discourages craftsmanship, and it encourages the use of components that are quick to install. PEX tubing, for example, is flexible and easy to run through walls. This reduces labor time dramatically compared to rigid copper piping. But it also leads to plumbing layouts that are less structured and sometimes less durable. The cost-cutting incentive. To understand why builder-grade plumbing exists, you have to look at the economics of home construction. Imagine a developer building 200 houses. If they can reduce plumbing costs by just $800 per house, that saves them $160,000. And many builder-grade substitutions save far more than that. Cheaper faucets, cheaper valves, cheaper pipe fittings. Each small change reduces the overall cost of construction. From the buyer's perspective, these differences are almost invisible during a walkthrough. But over time, they can lead to frequent repairs and replacements. When things start failing, most new homeowners don't notice plumbing issues immediately. Everything works fine during the first year or two. But gradually, small problems start appearing. A faucet begins dripping. A shower valve becomes difficult to turn. A plastic shutoff valve snaps when someone tries to close it. A connector starts leaking behind a wall. These problems are rarely catastrophic at first, but they accumulate over time. And because plumbing is hidden inside walls, repairs can become expensive very quickly. Why buyers don't notice. Part of the reason builder-grade plumbing continues to dominate the market is that most buyers simply don't know what to look for. During a home tour, people focus on visible features, kitchen design, flooring, lighting, paint colors. But the quality of plumbing components is rarely discussed. In many cases, buyers assume that new construction automatically means higher quality. But in reality, the opposite can sometimes be true. Older homes often used heavier materials simply because cheaper alternatives didn't exist yet. The disposable home trend. In some ways, builder-grade plumbing reflects a larger shift in how modern products are designed. Many systems today are no longer built with the expectation that they will last for generations. Instead, they are built to function reliably for a limited period of time. After that, replacement becomes part of the normal cycle. This approach is common in electronics, appliances, and even furniture. And increasingly, it is appearing in home construction as well. Is all new plumbing bad? Not necessarily. High-quality plumbing components still exist. Solid brass valves, professional-grade fixtures, carefully designed plumbing systems. But these options are usually installed only in higher-end homes or custom builds. In large housing developments, the priority is almost always cost efficiency. And that often means builder-grade materials. Conclusion. At first glance, modern homes appear more advanced than ever. They are larger. They include more technology. And they often look beautifully designed. But behind the walls, many of the systems that keep these homes functioning have quietly changed. Builder-grade plumbing has become the industry standard, not because it's the best solution, but because it's the cheapest one that still passes inspection. For homeowners, this means the real test of a house doesn't happen on the day it's built. It happens years later, when the pipes, valves, and fixtures start revealing how they were really made. And for many modern homes, that moment arrives sooner than people expect.